Hey team, welcome to Good Gains Fitness. My name's Andrea. I am so glad you're here. Today we have a workout that has been requested by my members. This is what we call cardio core. This is a class that I developed and we do it every Monday, Wednesday right here in my studio. So they want this workout so they can do it on the go because you truly can do it anywhere. I do have weights here, but you could do it without weights. So I'm gonna get us moving right away. This is what I call a squat with a gate opener. You could do any warm up that feels good, but I do recommend a warm up. I have several videos that you could do to warm up your body so you feel ready for today. I'm not exactly sure how the timing is gonna go, but we're gonna try to get you in and out as fast as possible. There's 4 sections. We have 2 EMOMs that are 10 minutes each, and then 2 Tabatas. So an EMOM is every minute on the minute. There's going to be 2 different exercises for that EMOM. And then for the Tabata, there's also 2 exercises. A Tabata is a high intensity interval training style of workout with 20 seconds of work and 10 seconds of rest. That will be where we're doing our core strengthening. So that's what today is about. Getting that cardio in and getting that core feeling really, really strong. So again, I have medium to heavy weights. This is an 8-pound and a 20-pound dumbbell. That might be something you don't have available at your house. You're gonna grab anything you can, and if you don't have anything, oh well, you're gonna get a great workout, I promise you. I also have water and a towel. One other quick thing before we start. We are gonna be doing a lot of push-ups today. One of the keys to push-ups here in my studio is a booty band. You might have one of these. All right, you're gonna put it right on your upper arm. And what it's gonna do is cradle you for that push-up. Whether you're doing a push-up on the knees or on the feet, it's gonna bounce you right back up, and then you're gonna feel really, really strong. So, timer is ready, and we are gonna get right into it. 2 exercises. We have push-ups, 20 push-ups, and a narrow to wide, wide to narrow. One thing with the wide, or narrow to wide, wide to narrow, I'm gonna be doing the full out, but your option is predator jacks. So 30 predator jacks or 30 jumping jacks. So remember, there's always a modification. The goal is to just keep moving. So I'm gonna start us out. The timer has been pressed. I'm coming down, I have 20 push-ups. 20 is quite a lot. So maybe your number might be a little less. Whatever time is left, that is your break. Here we go. Nice work. Good job. So there's about 30-ish seconds left on the timer. So that's what I have as my break. So we're gonna move into the next one. What's cool about today is you're gonna hear a lot of chit-chatting from me because there's that little bit of break in between. Narrow to wide, wide to narrow for 20 of each of those is quite a lot. So you could always cut that number to something like 12 or 14. You're gonna use the EMOM, that's why everyone loves it, to give yourself a little break so you know what intensity. Here we go. So it's narrow to wide. So I have my medium weight. That was 20 there, and I'm gonna go wide to narrow. Woo! All right, doesn't give me much time to move to the next thing, but I know I have that break after my push-ups. So are you doing push-ups on the knees, on the feet? What does it look like? Here we go. Apologies for breathing heavy, but that's kind of the goal. All right. You have about 20-ish seconds left. So we're gonna take that break. I always say to my clients, my members, even if you only had 10 minutes and you do this first little portion, you're gonna feel you got your butt kicked. So we're back to narrow to wide, wide to narrow, or you've got those jumping jacks or predator jacks. Good. That's 10. That's 20. Now I go wide to narrow. That's 10. Woo! All right. Like I said, not too long of a break on this part. But that's where that endurance comes in, right? So proud of you. We're about to start round 3. Here we go. That's 10 for me. Yes. Good job. Woo. Taking that time after your push-ups, right? Nice work. EMOM every minute on the minute. It's a love-hate, right? But it helps you so you know what's coming next, and also it pushes you to what's next, right? Here we go. Narrow to wide. Twenty. Woo! Wow. Woo! We're in it now, right? And if you're a Good Gains member, you know that we usually always add running, right? So if after this EMOM, whoop, it started. Sorry, team. You could add a little run. Trying to not breathe right into the microphone for you. But that cardio is happening. Woo! So you have about 20 seconds. Nice. What I love about this style of workout, it gets you in and out. Again, there's small breaks, but instead of saying, I don't know what to do next, or kind of lollygagging around, this pushes you to the next thing. Here we go. That's 10. That's 20. to narrow. Bring it in with control. Ten more. Wow. Team, it's going fast. You gotta let me know at the end of the workout. Are you on your knees for the push-ups? How is that narrow to wide going? Last push-ups here, team. What? So proud. Yay. I like to do my push-ups on the floor. So I've rolled my mat in, but so I'm ready for the next section. We have one more of the narrow to wide, wide to narrow. I did a workout recently that included a lot of these. So I took a little break from them because they are hard, right? Here we go, let's finish strong. And 10 more. Nice. 20 here. Bring it in with intensity. Woo! Team. What? Finish strong, all right? There you go. Nice work. All right, so we're gonna give ourselves a second. You just did 10 minutes of extremely hard stuff. How do you feel, right? So that's what I try to show my team here. Consistency doesn't mean I do a 45-minute to an hour workout every day, and if I miss it, I messed up. It could be 10 minutes where I'm dripping with sweat, as you can see, and then you have some time to cool down. So you might be like, oh, I'm done here, and that's cool. But we're gonna set up, so I'm gonna roll out my mat. We're gonna do some abdominals for a Tabata. So that is 20 seconds of work with 10 seconds of rest. And we're gonna be doing a Goggins, which is my favorite, one of my favorite abs here, and I'll just show you what it looks like. You're gonna extend your leg, put your foot on your thigh, and you're going down and up. If that's too much on the low back, you could put your foot here. So Tabata is different than the EMOM, where I was asking you to do a number, and once you got to the number, you get a break. This one is just timed. So at that 20-second, you're going to take that break. So I'm gonna try, and I have the noise on this to see if that helps or if you guys can hear it. But if not, there's that timer up there to help, and then you just go along with me. For this one, I do in my head still try to get the same number every time. And so we'll see how my body's feeling today, and we'll test it out. And then whatever I do on one side, I try to do on the other. So we have a 10-second countdown. We're gonna come on down. So this is like that active recovery. So this is what we would do in class. So I set up, here we go. I'm letting my knuckles tap every time, that mat. And I'm thinking about inhale on the way down, exhale on the way up. It's gonna help you catch your breath, relax. Nice work. So you have those 10 seconds to set up to go to the other side. So again, these awesome timed workouts push you to the next step without you having to think about it or get distracted. That's why I love these. Yes. Yes, relax, nice work. I'm getting about anywhere between 15 and 16 per side. But again, I'm just really trying to focus on my breathing. So I'm gonna exhale and inhale. Remember that option, you could put your foot down. You could also just do regular crunches here or any abdominal that feels good. And then you're just gonna go along with our timing. Yes, beautiful. So proud of you, team. This is hard, but it feels good to lay down, right? Here we go, big exhale and inhale. Get that breathing going. Yes, good job. So for me, I'm just switching side to side. You can see I'm sweating a lot. I do sweat a lot. Woo! There's a lot of schools of thought on why people sweat a lot. But I like to lean into the one where it means you're in shape, or that your body is working in a way to cool you down quickly. Keeping your back pressed. Using this time as that active recovery. You're doing so well. Keeping your back connected to the mat is so important. And then tapping your hands on the mat every time, because we want to fully relax the abs on the way down. We build on the way down. All right, so don't just fly down, go nice and slow. Nice work. All right, we have one more on each side and then you're done with the Tabata. So that's really, really awesome. Good. I'm trying to challenge myself to lower my leg a little bit more. The lower the leg is, the harder, but I can just tell that in order to keep my back connected and have really good form, this is the height that my leg can do today. Hopefully you're feeling these. I definitely am. Good job. I'm so proud of you. Here we go. Wow, good job. All right, so that was amazing. I'm just gonna towel off, maybe get a sip of water, and then we're gonna go into, it always does this, it adds like an extra, so you for sure do your 10-second cool down, which I appreciate. All right, so I'm gonna towel off. We're gonna get mentally prepared for another EMOM. It's your final EMOM, so it's gonna be another 10-minute EMOM, right? This one is gonna be burpees and then a squat jump and then a split jump. So again, this is exactly what I do here in the studio. You can always modify, right? I'm all about it. So all my members are at different levels. So this is what I would say is level 3, what we're doing here, but then you can modify it and bring it down to level 2 or 1. Level 2 or 1 would be just air squats. And again, you could go back to what we did at the beginning, which is jacks or predator jacks, right? Anything that gets your heart rate up, find that number around that first round. So like 30 jacks, 30 predator jacks, and then do that again. Burpees, you could do a half burpee, right? So we've got that full burpee that I'm gonna do. I'm actually gonna move this out of the way. The full burpee that you're gonna do with the push-up, you could do a half burpee, which looks like this, like that. If you have the box, like I use the box, or maybe you have an ottoman or a chair, you could do a burpee off of that, right? So there's so many different options. Excuse me, you're gonna find that one that works for you. So I'm gonna stop talking. I'm gonna get one little quick sip and then set us up. So burpees for 10, 30 squat jumps, and 10 split jumps. So I never know if I'm supposed to count for you guys or not, because I know some people don't like when people talk and some like when people talk. So you're gonna have to let me know. Would you rather me count for you or do you just like to count yourself? So we're gonna start it out. Sometimes you just have to push the button, right? Because I'm like, oh. All right, we've got those burpees on tap. Here we go. Nice work. Ooh, I clap for myself. I'm clapping for you too. Always takes like, excuse me, a round or two before my body can accept what I'm doing. Nice. We're in those teens now, and we're gonna do those squat jumps. Remember, you've got jacks, or you could do air squats, which is just this up and down as fast as you can. All right. Woo. So proud of you. Good job. Here we go. 30 squat jumps. That's 10. That's 20. That's 30. Then I split jump. Woo! Okay, awesome. One of the things with the EMOM, you want to make sure that you don't push your number to a point where you don't get a break. You need to have a little bit of a break so you can go into the next exercise. And so this is a great workout to come back to where you say, oh my gosh, I have a longer break. I'm going to add an additional rep or two. So here we go, burpees again. Woo! Oh my goodness. Proud. So you can see again, when we get to the end of this 10 minutes, you're gonna be sweating, you're gonna be feeling awesome, reminding you to be flexible with your workouts. That's why I have so many different timed workouts on here, because I want you to check that box no matter the time. Here we go. That's 20. That's 30. Nice work. I've also seen people in class just do a stationary, maybe like 5 per side, then they go to the other side. So many options, including just leaving that part out, right? All right. Round 3 team, so proud of you. High fives to everyone. Here we go. Wow. This is when, in my workout, what would I say? Thank you, body, right? Thank you, body, for we're asking it to do something. It's responding. Breathing heavy. So proud. Yes. We've got those squat jumps. Your modification. Here we go. It's 20. Wow. So proud. Nice work. I'd love to know where you're watching from. Let me know what your goals are. I would love to be on that journey with you and help you in whatever way I can. It's my thing. All right. Here we go again, burpees. Nice work. One thing that comes to mind, people say, I don't like your burpee. I do a push-up burpee. That's how I've always done it. People, like a competition burpee, I guess you put your chest to the ground. I think all modifications are great, right? That's why you're doing it off a chair, an ottoman, a half burpee. Whatever feels good. Outside. It's a beautiful Saturday morning here in North Carolina. I do love it here. I've been here for 14 years from the Midwest, so I definitely like the winters here more. Last time, here we go, team, let's go. Yes, you can. Oh my God, yes! Freaking proud. I was nervous about recording this, right? Because it's hard. And I did do one round, and then I was freaking out that, what if it's not recording? Because I have done that before where I've recorded a whole workout and it didn't record. We're not doing that. Good job. All right, here we go, finish strong. Yes. don't know if you can see the sweat, but it's there. So proud of you. Woo. Yes. You're in those single digits of what you have left. Right, I always do that full time to make sure. Good job, team. I want you to grab water and a towel. So, final section, I'm gonna roll out my mat. We're gonna do some weighted sit-ups. Again, if you don't have weight, no problem. You probably have a soup can or a water bottle around you, or if you're like, I'm not moving from this space, you're just gonna do regular sit-ups. So a sit-up is different than a crunch, but you could always add that. And then we're gonna be doing bicycles or a long leg bicycle. So this is gonna be, again, that Tabata style. So 20 seconds of work with 10 seconds of rest, where you can reset up what you're doing. All right. Whew. So I have my timer set and ready to go. As you can see, I'm very sweaty. I hope you are too. Weighted sit up. I'm gonna grab my weight. This is a 20 pound. So this is what I would normally do in class. A weighted sit up looks like this. You're gonna take your time. You're going to roll up and roll back down. You keep your arms as straight as possible. It's not bring it here and then you come up, or you lift it up at the top. You're trying to serve that weight to somebody, or you can keep your arms long. Or sometimes in class, if you don't have really heavy weights, you maybe have 2 3-pounders or 2 water bottles. You hold those both long, and that's actually even harder than this. All right. Other one will be bicycles, and we'll go through that when we get there. But the timer has started. Remember, we build on the eccentric, the way down when we're lengthening the muscle. So here we go. Rolling up with total control. Nice work. Then we're gonna do those bicycles, right? So we'll start with regular bicycles. Arms are long. Get those legs low and long. Relax, nice work. You may notice this glucose monitor that I'm wearing. One of my members gave it to me. She was wearing one that she got from like a promotion with one of her activity trackers. And so I've been wearing it the last week. It'll be a week tomorrow. And I've learned a lot. Good job. Yes. One of the things as a Whole30 certified coach, emeritus now, because they don't have official coaches anymore. What's awesome about the Whole30 is you are stabilizing your glucose levels. That's why you're sleeping better. You have more energy. You have less cravings. You feel like you're running on all cylinders, I always tell everybody. So, relax. We're gonna do our Whole30 here with our team in September. So it is just all, you don't have to be physically here with me. If you wanna join, let me know. I've been doing it for over 10 years and it's just a great time to reset. It's a reset, it is not a diet. But it's cool to see on the inside what your body is doing when you eat certain foods. It's really, really cool. So, long story short, that's why I have that. Good. Yes. You're so close. So happy. Yes. Big exhale here, big inhale here. Total control, team. Catching your breath, feeling proud. I feel proud. Wow, good job. Final part. Sweat is dripping. Get those elbows wide. Let's finish strong. Long and low, team. Wow, good job. So proud of you. Turning that timer off. So, thank you for hanging out. Thank you for getting your butt kicked. Holy moly. So like I said, my goal is to bring little parts of my studio to you. And also, if you're a member of my studio, for you to be here with us when you're traveling. So, I always say I'm going to talk about something at the end of the workout. So I'm going to talk about something that we're starting here on Monday, which is, who knows how this, when you're watching this, but we're starting it this next week, I should say. It's an idea I came up with called Fail Safe, and I'm excited to start it. And it's my program to help people stay consistent and to be flexible with their workouts and to support them in that. And so we start on Monday. My whole goal is to help people stay consistent, but consistent isn't a rigid thing where you have to do it Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, exactly how it's supposed to be on your calendar. As human beings, life changes. As people who work in or out of the home, as parents, as caregivers, as guardians, whatever's going on, life can happen. And sometimes that can mean that your workout can get snatched away from you. But if you learn to be flexible with what a workout is in your mind, then that flexibility will help you stay consistent and help you trust yourself as somebody who follows through. So when you say you're going to do something, you follow through. That's one of the reasons also why I love my Whole 30 programming, or the Whole 30 program, and helping people through it, is for 30 days, you have evidence that you show up for yourself, right? You have evidence that you take care of yourself. It is amazing. So not only are you feeling really, really good on the inside, you're also feeling really good on the deep, deep core level on the inside, that you can do hard things, that you follow through. It really is awesome. So let me know where you're watching me from. Let me know how your workout routine is going. Let me know if you're struggling with something. They always say that the key to connection is vulnerability, and that vulnerability is also the key to helping others and then receiving help yourself. So you're not in it alone. I'm so proud of you. Today was probably one of the hardest workouts I have on my channel. So congratulations, you're awesome. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll see you on the next workout. I want you to grab water and a towel. We're gonna move on to our final section.